Hi designers, let me show you how to cut this transparent corset with a plunging neckline. Here I input the quarter of my bust circumference measurement. The quarter, I input it here on the chest line and mark it. The next thing I do here is to move on to the waistline, and I input quarter of my waist measurement, but I reduce 1 inch from the quarter of waist measurement for the snatching so that the waist can be snatched. Then I connect it to the chest line. Then I go down by 5 inches from the waistline. This is to mark the ending of the corset or the hem of the corset. Now on the hem of the corset or the hip line, so I input my hip circumference divided by 4. The measurement I get, I input it, and I'm going to connect it like you see me doing here. So do the same for your own as well. So then I'll go up here by 1 inch, and I'm going to connect to draw a curve so that the hem of the corset will be curved. The next thing I'll do here is to input my nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2 here on the bust line, and I also input it on the hip line. Then I'll draw a vertical line going up and down, going down from the bust line to the hem. Now at the shoulder, I will measure what I have at the shoulder and I will divide it by 2. This is to connect the midpoint of the shoulder to the bust point. But then I'll go down by ½ inch at the bust line before I connect the mid shoulder to this bust point here, like so. Now the next thing I'm going to do here is to draw a line across from the bust point to the side, like so that I'll be able to draw my dart, and I use 1.25 for the dart, and I'm going to connect it like so. And with this, I've drawn my bust dart. So the next thing I do here is to tighten the under bust by using 0.75. If it is a bigger bust, you can use up to 1.25 on both sides, but I use 0.75 because I'm not drafting this pattern for a big bust. Then I'm going to connect it using the French curve ruler, like so. Now from the under bust tightening that I did just now, I'm going to draw a vertical line on both sides going down from the under bust line, like the way you see me doing here. And because I didn't account for this dart earlier, I'm going to measure what I took for the dart at the waist and put it back at the side, like so. After returning what we took, then I'm going to redraw the side. We have to redraw the side like so, and this is the new line for the side. The former line we drew earlier is no longer useful, this line, so I've redrawn the side line. Then I'm going to extend the bust dart out, like so. The next thing I do here is to go up by 2.5 at the bust line. I go up and I'm going to draw a straight line across. This is to know where the neckline will reach. And then I go ahead and tighten the upper bust using 0.5 on both sides. You do not want to use too much. You don't want to take too much at this part because there is a yoke on this pattern. So assuming there is no yoke, you can take up to 1 inch. But because there's yoke, you don't want to take too much that. Then I'm going to tighten the yoke also by drawing this dart like so. Then here I use 0.5 inches at the center front. I will draw a line from chest line to under bust. What I simply do here is to cut out this dart, and I want to close the bust dart also. I open one side of the bust dart so that I can close it up back with a paper tape. Also for the upper bust dart tightening, we are going to measure what we took and we are going to replace it back at the armhole so that the armhole will not be too tight. If you do not do this, it might make the armhole too tight. So I'm just going to reshape it like so. Now I'm going to draw the cup that will be at the center part of the front. So I will just draw the cup using this French curve like so. I draw it to the 0.5 that I marked earlier. Now here I just fold up the upper bust dart so that I will be able to draw my neckline. Thank you for following Style by Doy, and if you haven't followed us, follow for more tutorial. So here just note the way I place the French curve. You can go down from the under bust line by 1 inch and then connect like so. just draw the neckline as desired, as low as you want. So, and I'll also draw the other side of the neckline. The next thing to do here is to draw the other side of the cup. So with this, the pattern is almost done. So I just cut this part out, then I'll cut it along the neckline and fold over the dart at the yoke and close it up. So if you find this tutorial useful, please follow. So this is it for the front pattern. So for the back, I have drawn the basic bodice, and then I will draw this neckline like so. And then for the lacing, I took 2.5 up and down. I use 1 inches, and I will draw a line like so. And then for this, I will just shape the neckline as desired. Just shape it as you want. So this is where the lacing will be. So yeah, I just cut out the back, and that's it. So if you find this video useful, please like and follow. Thank you.